Maybe she'll pull a Billy and just close it out.
And hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Views from the Dungeon Under the Dreamer's Flame, episode 5. It looks like we're running into the exciting climax of our chapter here in Orrin. Our party has been through all types of trials and tribulations and filled with absolute turmoil as they stand here ready to take on this last effort to, well, accomplish whatever it is they're going to accomplish. It's exciting to have you all here. We got Riley Holst at Ryan Brown Comic Art. We got at Ohio Hex, JC Smith. Of course, your DM, Aaron Raphael Amin. Just a couple of things I want to go over if you guys want to kind of weigh in on this as you kind of watch through today's episode. We're planning on getting some things for you guys to spend your channel points on here soon. We're thinking that will allow you to help the party in their numerous endeavors by spending your points to give them bonuses to their D20 rolls, starting at a D4. And if you guys save up enough points, you might be able to give these guys advantage. So those are just incremental bonuses that we're planning on working in. There's been also an idea of having NPCs named after you. So if you want to be immortalized in this little project here, we'd be happy to have your participation. And I believe with that is going to do it for announcements. Why don't we go ahead and get into our recap?
All right. So last time, we entered the Moorswell mine under suspicion that Marco's son might be hidden in the depths. Confronted by small dragon creatures, we fought them after learning our choices were prison or death. After defeating the first group, we traveled further in. As it turns out, there was prisoners at the bottom of the mine, chained with bags over their heads. We formed a plan to rescue what we assumed were offerings to the dragon beneath. We won the fight, but at the cost of Ercid's leg. After freeing the prisoners, we explored the cave, finding a small hoard and a shrine to Tuhanul, as well as a realistic carving of a dragon. Beneath the dragon sat a black orb. Cain decided to free the orb from its position, and the dragon came to life, breaking from its petrified state. We escaped the cavern just as it began to crumble. Some of us, just barely. The dragon let us go, but as we were running out of town, we were stopped by the Raskavan, who decided to attack the town of Orrin during a dragon revival. I couldn't let this insanity stand, and Sinbo threw down a challenge. Now it's up to me to answer it.
And you stand at the entrance of Orrin. You see in front of you a very large orc, muscles rippling, hands reaching out for his great axe that he had stuck into the ground. As night begins to descend upon the Badlands, the flames encroaching upon the homes of the village of Orrin brush everything in a decadent orange light as the dreamer's flame begins to sit and the green light of the fading moon begins to lay across the landscape. Simbo looks at you, Narissa. So, what will it be? You look like a warrior. I'd like to see if there is some kin in you. So, prove your strength to me. Prove that my brethren deserve to die at the hands of you and your friends. And then I can let you live with a clear conscience.
Okay. Can I tell if he wants to kill me or not? I feel like she would know because she has fought a lot of people who are trying to kill her. She knows what bloodlust looks like.
I feel like you can roll insight.
Can I have advantage?
No.
Why not?
You don't know this guy. You've never met this guy.
Yeah, but I know what someone who wants to kill me looks like.
I don't think that's enough for advantage.
Doesn't matter, that's an 18.
That's an 18. All right. I mean, he's challenging you from the heart. You can tell that this man is speaking with pride in mind. and pride doesn't lie.
Okay. I look at you and I'm like, it seems there isn't much choice now.
Yeah, but we're all really fucking weak. We just got out of that cavern. You're gonna fight this guy on your own.
I think I have to try.
Well, Simbo beats on his chest.
Simbo, just real quick.
Quick.
Do you see the fucking dragon over there?
He's been watching us.
Yeah, he has claim on this fucking land, all of it.
Or does he?
Yeah, he fucking does. He told me.
Well, then,
If you stay here, you will die.
roll intimidation or persuasion.
Intimidation.
Intimacy, yeah.
Persuasion.
Oh God.
Okay, it's like,
Now, while he's doing that, so are there other Raskavan or Tuanul or villagers or anything?
You would assume that they are all inside the walls.
Okay.
You don't see anyone else out here but Simbo.
Oh, it's just Simbo. Like he doesn't have like a crowd of dudes.
Outside of the walls, it is just Simbo. You still hear the clashing of blades and clanging of armor inside the walls of Orrin.
I see. Okay.
It's 14.
14. Well, it seems there are many. I will have to check their pride, to check their honor. But first I came here for you two. Where the other two are hiding, I have no idea. Did they die in the mines to this dragon you are so afraid of?
Probably. I haven't seen them since.
Roll deception.
probably I have no clue where they went.
Where exactly are me and Orrin?
They're like over.
We're in a like alley off to the side.
Yeah, you guys are like in between the walls and some rocks, getting a good eye on this whole
As
visual.
this has happened, I go like this and like subtly tap the side of my head.
16.
16. Well, less for me to deal with.
Look, that's all I'm saying. The dragon killed us. We fucking let it go. You think it won't kill you?
It hasn't killed us yet. We stood in the town of Orrin, hostages around my people, having betrayed me, killing my brethren. We waited for those who were reported, and waited, and waited. And then yet, you see this beast climbing out the mountain. Of course, we took that to our advantage. If this town will not respect us, then why do they deserve to live in my badlands?
Why would you sack a city you claim to protect? If your spirit speaks to mine, then you will show that through your action.
Well, let's talk about action. And he grabs his axe.
And in my head, I say,
Yeah.
is that Wise Guard warrior around here anywhere?
Do we see the Weiss Guard guy anywhere?
I think that is something you'll have to take care of in initiative.
Oh my fucking God.
Okay, just to clarify from last time.
Yes.
So he does not know where me or Orrin is,
No.
but he was very explicit that if anyone else intervenes in this fight, he's gonna send his cronies.
He specifically said he wanted a one-on-one with Narissa. If you run, then he's gonna chase, and he has his people.
But he said he has not seen. Well, I mean, yeah, he assumes that Cain, Erset and I are dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Any other clarifications before I get your initiative rolls?
And if we jump in, then his cronies are gonna jump in.
That wasn't explicitly stated. I will leave that to your personal insight.
Okay.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't need to roll high. I just need to roll higher than Simba.
Yeah. I don't need to outrun the zombies.
Okay,
Just my
so
friends.
Yeah.
let's go ahead and
Orrin.
start with Kane.
That's really good. That is 23.
Jesus.
All right, and Uren.
That's not very good. That's an 8.
Okay, looks good to me. Nerissa.
It's a 14.
Okay, looks good to me. Ersid.
20. Dirty 20.
30-20. Okay, we are at the top of the round with Kane. What's up, my man?
I'm gonna look over at Narissa. Do you want help?
I think you can watch and see if I'm going to need it. I mean, you can use the help action, but I don't know what you could.
Can I give Narissa my inspiration?
You still have an inspiration left?
No, I have the inspiration that was given to me from the DM.
Absolutely.
I will do that.
Okay. How would you want to bestow that? You can go ahead and replay that for me.
I will, I'll just take the feather out of my hair that she did, and I'll say, good luck.
I'll
give
take
to
it.
you.
I'll grab the coat thing that I'm wearing and just flip it off, toss it,
Oh,
and I'll
shit.
stick the feather in the top of my hair.
Okay. And blowing in the rough wind that is building in the Badlands night, your cloak is brushed off out into the landscape as your full silhouette is now out in the open. Next up, we have Ersid. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
That's your
I'm
turn.
sweating. It's fine.
Okay. Uren,
He
What do you-
responds just in psionic mind. Yes, what?
what do you fancy we do? I mean, we can't just watch, can we?
No. No, we can't, but that doesn't mean we can't do anything. If we can get some of the followers of Tuanul to assist us, it will not be on her and Kane's head. We can assist without assisting, if that makes any sense.
Ah, those followers of Tuanul, they could do a bit of magic from the side.
Indeed. On our way here, every one of them claims to be able to use healing and water purification magic. If they could do that from a distance, she might have a shot.
Should we split up and look for the clues then?
I think that would be prudent. Though you must be careful. You're one limb down.
I know how many limbs I've got. I know how to count, at least till 4. So,
All right, so Ersid, what are you doing with your turn?
I still have my spear that I am walking with as a walking stick, right? So I can
Yes.
walk around.
Yes.
So can I make a check to see if we notice any Tuanul running about?
You'll have to. I think you should be fine to. Well, make me an athletics check to climb to the top of the petrified wood gates.
Okay.
I won't call that disadvantage.
Yeah, climbing is mostly arms anyways.
Yeah, I think one leg should support you well enough.
15.
15. Okay, you make it easy enough. You kind of pop up, and you can kind of see easily, not easily, but well through the fog cloud, and you see a few bodies moving around. Go ahead and make your perception check, as there's like a small skirmish happening inside of the walls.
Also 15.
Also 15, and you're looking for messengers of Tuhanul.
Yes.
Okay, you do see a few messengers of Tuhanul out there. If you can see the map, there are a couple hiding out behind houses. You see that a couple of them, the two nearest ones, are tending to roughed up civilians.
Okay. I'm pointing to my head for Orrin.
Yes, what do you see?
If we can.
And
I think I see two of them over there by the houses. I was wondering maybe I stay here where I've got a good vantage point, and maybe you could go try and recruit them.
Perfect. Just what I was thinking.
Okay, and that's where we'll end your turn, Ersid. You only got 6 seconds to do so much. Next up, we have Narissa.
Thank fucking God. Okay. She goes to, as she's like pulling the glaive off and walking towards him, she thinks about sending off a prayer to Marshak like she normally does. But she stops herself, and in her head, she's going to be like, I don't know what you are, but you saved me once. You want me here for some reason. Maybe you can help me now.
As you step into the fray.
I'm gonna go just up here because I have reach, and I'm going to attack him.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and make a swing.
Please, please, Jesus. I need this now more than ever. Okay, that's
Please,
good.
to Hanol.
I don't know who it is. You don't know. 23.
23. 23 hits.
Come on. Only 10s.
Double digits.
Oh, whoop. Not amazing. Okay. 6.
6 damage total.
Because I can't reach.
You rush up and you start spinning your glaive around your head, and you swing in a wide sweep. As he tries to back up, you still catch him across his shins as he jumps into the air trying to evade it, and kind of some blood leaks out from his shins. Anything else you can do with your turn?
Bonus action, hit him with the other side.
Okay.
Fuck, 12.
Okay, and you flip the glaive within your hands, and you try to bring it across, trying to do another sweep and knock him off his balance, and he stamps his foot hard on the ground, and dust kicks up as he takes the full brunt force of the hit, and he smiles at you. Well, it seems you have some fight in you. Are you?
Hopefully enough. When I back up over here.
Okay, awesome. It is now. Come on. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Okay, it is now Simbo's turn.
He's gonna have to roll.
And he goes to. He's just gonna rush in. He grabs his great axe and he pushes in towards you.
Okay, I attack him as he comes into my space.
Okay, you take that reaction.
Come on.
Come on. Natural 20.
Still good. 20 not natural.
20 not nat.
Wish it was
Okay,
natural. but
go
it's
ahead and hit.
alright.
As he rushes in, you ready your glaive.
11.
11 damage, and he goes to swing, and you take advantage of his open body as you glide the top blade of your glaive straight down his arm, releasing so much blood from his muscles, but you can see him kind of like flex, and he pushes in even harder, taking the blade into his arm as he swings his great axe. Okay. Let's see, how do you feel about a 16?
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And we are
Just barely, dude.
done.
You're at max HP right now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't take a scratch in that last dungeon.
Okay, and we are looking at 9 damage as he brings the great axe just with as much brute force as he can right across your chest, and then he takes another action to kind of shoulder you and push you even further into the ground. So that is going to be a contested athletics check.
Come on.
You can choose acrobatics if you see fit.
Shit. 10.
10? Okay, and he goes to push you, and you feel so much weight. This guy's huge, burly, like 7 foot tall, 300 pounds, rushing into you with all his weight. And there's something in you that is kind of supporting you. And you stop him in his tracks, and he raises his eyebrow. Stronger than you look. And he picks up his foot, and he stomps you right on the toes. Okay. What do you want to?
I don't know, because he probably won't hit me if it's 2.
Okay. And you move your foot right out of the way as you see like a full imprint, like the ground indents where his foot makes contact. He says, a talent. All right, Orrin, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, let me just get a good look at the map because we're kind of in the corner here. Okay, so is this like the perimeter wall?
That is the petrified wood wall, yes.
Okay, so he cornered us just on our way out of the city, basically.
Yes.
Okay.
Which you guys aren't necessarily cornered. You guys are off into open badlands behind you.
Right. Okay. So, trying to think of what the best way to go. Here, you know.
Can you just name the characters really quick so I can see?
Oh yeah, we got you, me, Sinbo, Kane, and Narissa. And then some Tuanul peeps over here.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm probably... okay, so I'm going to rush in... I'm going to go through this way. And
Okay.
I'd like to be sneaky about it, try and maintain my...
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay. What's my modifier on that? Okay. That's a 13.
Okay, awesome.
So, do you do the same thing that Skylar does for just like diagonal movements? That it's
That's
like,
just rules as written.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, dash, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, as I see that guy.
Okay, awesome.
Lord. And how close am I to... Let me just see like how close I need to be for silent mind to work.
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so that'd be... could I see that disc thing, the AoE disc?
AoE disc, yes, absolutely.
I figured that'd be a fun way to show this off.
Okay.
Okay, so the whole thing is 30 feet?
Yes.
Okay. So if it's coming out from me... okay, I'm nowhere near the Tuanul followers. What is this guy? Is this a Raskavan?
Yes.
Okay.
As you rush in, you start to see what kind of skirmish it is, and you see a couple of the Orrin guard being healed by Tuhanul. Some are in bouts with the Raskavan, but mostly you see the Vice Guardian Knights. Specifically, you see Grant.
Oh shit.
And the nun woman is off in the distance.
You just... I can't whistle, god damn it. I wish I could whistle. You're like, hey, bitch.
Grant.
Don't worry about them. They're small fish.
Okay. And those ones that you just put down, who are they?
So the colored ones are the Orrin like guard and the Voice Guardian guards. The gray ones are the Raskaban.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. And that's as far as I can go, so...
Okay.
Get us some healers, hopefully in a turn or two.
Is that all you're doing? Is just running in there?
Yeah. I use my action to dash. So.
Okay. Awesome. All right, we are back to the top of the round with Kane. How's it going, my guy?
It's going. Fuck. Oh God. I'm gonna take out my black orb, and I just want to look at it. I don't know what else to do. I don't want to fight this guy.
What exactly are you trying to do?
It takes 10 fucking minutes to attune to something. 10 minutes?
I believe so.
10 minutes, Nurse is dead.
I know.
Hey, have faith in me.
Yeah, maybe it'll be just
10 minutes, Simbo is unconscious.
an insanely long combat.
No. Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to.
Do you need me to like move you or something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna run past Simbo
Okay.
as far as I can move.
Okay, so that's about 30 to get to here or here.
Okay, that works.
Okay.
And then. Can you explain to me dry casting once more?
Dry casting, let's pull up that rule. I believe it is a number of d6 up to the level that you are trying to cast.
I can look it up too.
And then you'll roll that, you'll take that damage, and you will make a con save with a DC of 15, I believe.
Okay. I'm not gonna do that right now.
Okay.
I will just. I'll bonus action, or I will use my action to dash closer into the town.
Okay. Okay, and you will rush. What is your passive?
Passive perception
Yes.
is.
Or are you looking for something specifically as you go in?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
My passive perception's 12.
Okay, passive perception 12. You get in and you can see the bouts and everything that's happening, but you cannot find anyone else. There's no one there that's familiar to you aside from Grant, who is hand to hand, blade to blade with one of the Rascabans.
Okay, I do see Grant though.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
I have a bonus action. Mm. 60 feet. No, I'm gonna hold it.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
gonna end my turn.
So you rush in and you see the skirmish that's happening inside. You hear the screams of terror and the grunts of action as this battle goes on. Ersid, you're peeking over the petrified wall. What are you doing?
Alright, so I'm up here on these little cliffs, right? That's by the petrified wood wall.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, because I'm immobile at the moment, well, not immobile, but not the fastest. And I think I have a pretty good vantage point, right? I mean, I can see the other side of the wall, yeah?
You can see. I think you would be hard pressed to have a clear shot. There would be some cover with the wall there.
Could you climb up onto the wall to get a better shot?
If you climb up onto the wall, you risk falling off. It is not meant for any sort of stability or
Yeah.
foundation to keep you up there.
It's they're pointy at the top.
Yes, you could climb over.
So there are Raskavan over where Orrin and Kane are.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, I'd have no reason to go over there in character. I told Orrin to go over there and I'd stay here. I mean, when I say I have good vantage point, I really just mean sight. I can kind of see a general the field. If
Yes, you shouldn't have too much trouble just getting sight on what's happening behind the walls of Orrin.
Right, okay. In that case then, I'm going to use my bonus action to stealth, to hide.
Okay. I'll still let you. I think there's enough fog to hide in for you. So good thing your skulker's coming in handy. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay. And
10. Okay.
Not great.
Looks good. You're feeling good as the fog sort of like wisps around you. You feel like you've hidden as best you can. All right.
And then I want to hold my action.
To do what?
I want to hold. Can I hold my action for two things?
Depending on what they are.
One or the other.
Okay. No.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to give you two triggers.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then the one thing that I want to hold my action for is, if it looks like, and I'm actively watching Nerissa battle Simbo, if it looks like Nerissa is taking some serious damage, like, then I want to take a shot at Simbo.
Okay. Understood. Sounds good to me. Okay, so you hold and you pull back. You knock an arrow and you draw close, and you can feel the tautness of the arrow, the tension in the air as you're waiting to see if Nerissa can hold her own against Sinbo the Vile. Nerissa, it's your turn.
Okay. I don't know if I should use my healing surge, but if I take 2 more hits, I might go down, so it might be a good idea. But if I roll really good, then it's like, I don't know.
What you gonna do?
Oh, God.
Go with your gut.
I think I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
All right, that was 7.
Okay, 7 HP as you feel it's strange. Something is different inside of you. Something is different all around you. It's almost like that same killer instinct that you take when you rage is replaced with a sense of calm, almost tranquility as your wounds begin to slowly heal up and you see what look to be, in your vision, feathers falling out of them.
I'm just like, what the hell? I will take that calm. I will just take a huge, like, deep breath, close my eyes, and kind of, like, flip around him.
Okay.
Just to come back. I'm not going to leave his area or anything. I'm just trying to
Understood.
go over on this side.
Yeah.
Kind of, like, tumble around him and try and take the glaive and, like, slash at the back of his knees.
Okay.
Crouch and roll. Crouch and roll.
Sounds good to me.
Just a Dark Souls attack while rolling.
Yeah. No, it's 11.
It's 11, and you go to swing at the back of his knees, trying to take out his ligaments, and he turns around and he stops it with his great axe. Sneaky, sneaky. What else? Anything else? Is that your turn?
I used my bonus action,
You did.
my action. I don't want to move out of his space because I don't want to let him get an extra attack. Oh, God, do I do it? Because if he comes into my space again, I get to attack him again. But I don't know. Because he could miss. But if he doesn't.
What you gonna do?
It just heal you. You have a little health buffer.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll and see if I should do
Okay.
this. Alright, I'll do it.
Okay, and as you rush away, he decides to take a step forward and throws out an opportunity attack with the
Come on,
great
miss,
axe.
miss.
And you just barely get out the way, cutting
Yes!
your hairs
Thank
as
fucking
they blow in the wind, and he just gets a little bit and he smiles. He says, "Oh, you are a feisty one." And he starts to rush, and you feel every single piece of weight of him charging at you as he just rushes in.
Come on, I'm praying to whatever god I
Yeah.
attack him as it comes into my
Now,
space.
don't you get to hit him as he comes in?
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Okay.
Are you going to do so?
I am.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, I'm praying. I am literally praying right now. Come on. Come on, God. 19.
19? Okay.
Let's go.
He rushes in brandishing his great axe, and you can see just like he's completely open. He has no care in the world as far as what happens to him. And so you swing across, bringing it right across his shoulder and down the other side of his arm that you've already slashed for how much damage?
5.
5 damage. And it kind of stops down the middle as he kind of like pushes it up, and then he decides to shove you. Let's see. Let me do some damage.
My
real fast.
damage rolls could be better, that's for sure.
Okay, you're hitting.
Yeah.
So contested athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, come on. No.
No. Okay. So he
7.
takes this moment to push you back as he runs, and he's going to try to trample you and push you into the ground.
Is that another?
That's another shove.
Oh, come on. Better than the last one, my guy. 11.
11, and you put up the best fight that you absolutely can. You try to put your hands out, and he lifts up his foot and brings the sole of it deep into your chest and pushes you right on the ground, and you hit with a huge thud. He says, well, let's see how long you last on the ground. And since you are prone, he has advantage.
He only has 1 attack, though, right? Because he used 2.
I don't know.
He shoved and then attacked.
He
with
shoved
the
and
stone.
then attacked, so he only has 1. Come on, 2 1s. That could happen.
I believe a 20 hits.
Damn.
Not nat.
Yeah.
All right. And he decides to he's going to flip the great axe around and bring the top of it, which is adorned with a small spike, and bring it right into your chest.
Send off another prayer. Come on.
For 6 damage. As it goes, and like you try to stop it, and it's cutting through your hands, and it's reaching just barely into your collarbone, and he begins to twist and drill in.
Oh, fucker.
All right, Orrin.
Okay.
So, what are you at, real quick?
I'm at 16.
Okay.
So I did that healing surge.
I say just like
I know.
in,
I'm.
in Kane's mind. It's like the Raskavan are more busy than we thought. It may be prudent to help Nerissa if things get much worse. I'm going to still see if I can't get some healers on our side.
Get Grant. Get the one in the middle.
Yeah. So, okay, so these are Raskavan all around there. Let's set all my junk aside. Okay. Okay, so that's 30 feet. So I'll just need to get
I have an idea.
5.
I hope to God it works. I'm praying.
20, 25, 30. And I'm going to talking Grant or a Tuanu. So this Tuanu is just chilling. They're not fighting anyone.
They're working on someone.
All right. I say into their mind with psionic mind. This is tense.
I'm shaking. I'm not shaking as bad.
I say to him, "She who freed the dragon requires your aid. We must help her liberate the town from the Raskavan, so that the dragon may claim it as is its right."
Okay. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Persuasion. Hey, dirty 20.
And they sort of look around, and they see you, and they realize that the voice had to have come from you. It feels right.
Yeah, I'm like looking at him.
Okay,
like,
good. Let me finish with this one here. They are almost safe. We'll get them inside. We will join you.
Yes, and bring everyone you can. If the Raskavan chief falls, we'll have won.
Understood.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
So did that count as my action?
I don't think so.
Okay. I will psionic mind contact Grant as well. That's him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, actually, before I do that, how are the Raskavan looking? Like, are any of them like?
Okay, this will count as your action now that we're on your second skill check.
Okay.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll perception. Roll medicine.
Medicine.
You're trying to assuage how they're faring in battle.
Not great. 8.
To you, it looks like a complete, almost like a standstill. You can't tell who's winning.
Okay. And yeah, nothing else really to do at the moment.
Awesome. Sounds good. Back to the top of the round with Kane. What's going on?
Shit. I'm going to. Oh, God. Can you move me right next to.
Okay.
Yeah, over one space that way. I'm gonna yell at Grant. Grant, fuck all these guys. The leader's out there. If we take him, the rest are small fry.
Like, as soon as you say this, you see him. He has a spear in hand, and one of the warriors, Raskavan, is like poking at him, and he prods it to the ground, throws it, and you can kind of see the dust kick up, and he says, I'm a little busy here.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on the one that Grant is fighting.
Okay, go ahead and cast Vicious Mockery.
I think it's a save on your part.
Okay, wisdom?
Yeah.
Okay, looks good. Ooh, that's cocked. Okay, what do you say?
I say, you're all gonna fucking die out here. You're obviously stupid to fight where there's a dragon trying to take over. And that's a wisdom save of 13. Does he save?
And he looks over and he says, Why? Why do you call me stupid? Like, you can see like a tear kind of like come down his eye. And you feel like you have definitely made some sort of impression on this guy.
Great.
Okay, anything else you can do with your turn?
That's 2 damage.
Ooh.
Psychic.
Okay.
And he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay, awesome. I like it.
And then I will just turn and look at Narissa and see how she's faring.
Well, I'm being pinned, but it's okay.
Yeah, you can see Sinbo on top of her and her doing her best to keep the axe from penetrating her chest. She is on the ground right now.
Fuck. I'm gonna wait one more turn.
Okay, awesome. Ersid, it's your turn. Your held action has worn off. What are you trying to do this time?
Oh, held action's only last one round.
Yes.
I mean, you can hold it again. It's just like you lose your held action when it comes to your turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I am going to try and as a skilled survivalist, I'm going to determine that I'm not in a really great place. So I'm gonna try and bonus action hide again. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, are you getting off of the fence essentially?
I see on the map I'm like kind of next to the fence on these cliffs.
Right. Just last you were looking over it. Are you trying to stop looking over it? Are you trying to hop off the fence and use the cliffs to your advantage at this point?
Yeah, I'm trying to just use the cliffs to my advantage so that I'm just focusing on Narissa and Simbo.
Okay, awesome. Go
And,
ahead and
I'll
hide.
Hide. There we go, 15.
15?
Oh, no, that's better.
Yes, that is better. You feel a little more in your element. This is a little easier for you to deal with. A lot of the fog is starting to kick up, and as you get low, you feel almost completely concealed. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
So I have a little bit of a height advantage, right? I have some high ground.
I would say you have some high ground.
Okay, so if I am hit, I feel hidden. So if I were to go prone, does that keep my hiddenness because I'm moving? I don't know.
That would not release you from stealth.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go prone and then hold my action for the same thing. If it looks like Narissa is like on the brink of death, I'll shoot Simbo.
Okay, sounds good to
Yeah.
me. All right, so you go ahead and you draw that same knocked arrow again. Narissa, it is your turn.
I think I'm
And
going.
I'm just thinking,
I think I'm gonna
come on,
try
guys.
and disarm him.
You're gonna try and disarm him. Are you staying on the ground?
I'm going to the best of my ability, I'm gonna grab it and kind of flip around and use my legs and kind of like grab them like around him, like around his neck with my legs, so I can sort of like flip up out of him and pull like the axe away. That's what I'm attempting.
This is gonna have to be a contested athletics.
Okay. Natural 20. 25.
And you wrap your legs around him and you pull him close and like squeeze on his neck, almost suffocating him with your thighs. And as you flip, he has not enough air to really keep his grip on that the great axe he's holding, but you do. And as you flip off of his body, you stand up with his axe in your hands.
Let's fucking go.
Wow.
And Simbo looks at you. I love this. Yes.
God, I'm like, thank fucking God.
Okay, that takes half your movement. Are you standing up?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna take half your movement. We'll say all of that happened all in one
Alright,
thing.
I just kind of flip back. I'm holding it. What would it take to just throw the axe behind me and say, Cane catch?
Oh, fuck.
That would have to be an attack roll. I will let you roll a solid strength check to see how far you can actually get the axe.
Alright.
So it won't
Because
be.
I don't think. I mean, could I just like. I could equip it, but I don't want him to grab it off of me.
It's in your hands if you want to use it.
Yeah, but I don't.
He could steal your.
I could-
weapon just as easily.
Yeah.
Throw it over the fence.
I'm just thinking like. I don't get my bonus action if I use the great axe.
Right.
So it's not like conducive to me to use a great axe.
And also, did you drop your glaive to do this?
I like stuck it in the ground.
Okay, so it's free.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I kind of picked it, because I could just kind of stick it in the ground while I do stuff. Yeah. So would it be the rest of my turn to throw it?
Yes.
I don't want him to take it away from me. And I can't move anymore, right?
You've only used half your movement.
I'll just hit him with his own axe.
No, you've used your action.
Okay, then I'll just throw it. I'll
Okay.
just throw it.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully you can catch it. Hopefully it's a good one.
Oh, fuck.
This is just a strength check. I'm not letting it be an attack roll to like pass it to someone
Oh,
because
okay.
that's technically an attack.
12.
12. You manage to push Simbo's axe. You throw it just behind you, and as it flips through the air, it lands about 10, 15 feet away with the blade in the ground.
Okay. And I
Okay.
did yell out.
Okay.
Like, grab it.
And you turn around and you see this great axe, just this huge chunk of metal and like bone just flipping through the air as it right into the ground.
Okay.
Okay. That is your turn.
All I can do.
Okay. And Simbo smiles. This will be fun. And he kicks you and he's going for another shove.
So I get a.
You get the contested athletics. That's, well, we won't call that cocked.
$16.
16, and he kicks and you grab his foot and you just flex all the way through it. You can feel all his strength like reverberating through your body, but you stand still and he says, got you. And he grabs your glaive and he begins to splint it in the air and he brings it up from diagonally from the left of your body up through your core. And you're looking at,
So he's attacking me?
yes,
Damn.
Don't do that.
that's a D10. Let's see. And as he swings across, he pulls his foot back. Your hands are out, and he cuts.
Wait, can I use my inspiration to make him roll a disadvantage?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna do that.
God. Oh my God.
Good move.
Nice. Clutch.
Okay, does a 14 hit?
No.
Okay, looks
Oh
good.
my fucking god.
And as he brings it in, he like steps back, and you take the same hands that were catching his foot, and you catch the glaive. And he kind of shoulder checks you, pulls the glaive out from his hands, brings it up in a huge arc, and brings the last one right down on top of you.
Come on, roll bad.
And he swings, and you just catch it. You just V it with your hands, and it stands right there with the blade right, almost clasping you right
Say,
across the
This
face.
is my weapon.
So it seems. All right, Orrin.
Okay. Quick question. If I leave this spot, will I take an opportunity attack from this dude? Or is he engaged with that other dude? Or
I don't think you've made any action since you stealthed.
okay, so he straight up just doesn't notice me yet.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay.
All I can say
Yeah.
is, yeah.
Yeah, aside from like sonically talking and looking around, not
Yeah.
much. Okay, so I'll just like gingerly step out of that range to move that from the equation. Then I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and take a shot.
I need a D10. Ooh. Do I get any bonuses or advantages from him being engaged with what's his face?
I think you would get advantage from being an unseen attacker.
Excellent. That is good to hear. Because that was a shit roll, but that one wasn't. That is going to be an 18 to hit.
That's an 18 to hit. It definitely hits.
All right, and the damage was 7.
7 damage as you summon this purple crackling orb, and it throws out and it gets this bandit right in the back. And like as he falls, you sense a certain familiarity behind like the shaggy hair and ruined rags that he is wearing. There's a small bandana that looks extremely familiar.
If that was the guy that we let go, I'm so glad. And sorry, finish what you were saying.
Oh, and he just looks back.
Oh, it does knock him 10 feet.
It knocks him 10 feet. Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of at a bit of an angle. So we land like right here.
I'm happy to send him. I think we'll send him over here because this would be 15 feet, but I think that's fine.
I do that, and then I just like gesture to him and the Tuanul guy. Just now, both of you.
And as they do, they kind of look around and they start to. These two will rush. Where are you directing them?
I gesture towards the fight.
Okay. Let's see. They will get through you. So they're trying to head out there. Okay, they're making their moves, and as you push this one bandit, he's looking, and just as he's about to curse you, Grant takes a spear and shoves it right into his chest for...
Let's go, Grant.
And as he does, you see the spear quickly exit the man's back, and you hear the crunching of bones, the squelching of meat and blood as he slumps down and slips off the spear, and he is dead off the spot.
Bitch.
Never thought I'd see the day where I said I got helped by a Dragonborn. Thank you.
We love a racist to
just
not
like,
racist
he like
art.
does just like he like keeps eye contact, but he does like a flourishy, just kind of.
All right, looks good. And then how are the rest of these guys doing? And do a couple rolls as the guards and the rest of the Raskavan are going at each other's heads. The guards look fine. The Raskavan are looking pretty beat up. Okay, looking good. And we're at the top of the round with Kane. What's going on, man?
Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna run towards the axe.
Okay, awesome. Run towards the X. You got it.
You see, we're impatient. We like to take our loot before the fight is over.
And I'm going to grab it out of the ground.
Okay. Sounds good. So you lift it up, and this is quite the hefty weapon. Like it is. You're like, I could
can you
never
even pick
use
it
this
up?
in my life. He can pick it up, but it is. It's gonna be a detriment to you. It's probably gonna stop you from like 5 feet of movement.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
a
pretty heavy.
ass thing.
I do have a -1 to strength.
You're an e-boy.
Yeah, I'm just a little
Charisma
e-boy.
only. Charisma only. Oh, sorry.
Right.
Okay, so you grab that. You still haven't used an action, no bonus action.
Yes. I'll. He's within 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
This one here?
Easily.
Yeah, I'll just cast Vicious Mockery on him too.
Okay, sounds good. What are you doing? How are you viciously mocking?
I will say, your clothes look like rags, and they literally disgust me.
And
That's all I got.
he's that's all I
That's
got.
it. I'm
and he's looking
tired.
at, and he kind of like grabs his like rags, and as he looks at you, the guard behind him brings up his sword and immediately cuts him down.
Oh, this is going
Good.
so well.
That's what I wanted.
And he finds himself on the ground, bloodying his own disgusting rags.
Good. Fuck
All
yeah.
right, Ersid, what's
Yeah,
popping,
now
my
they
guy?
look a lot better. Okay, I'm getting kind of squirmy, kind of impatient, but I can't get involved just yet. So I've noticed that they've moved a little closer to the gate. So I'm just gonna shimmy over so that I've got a good eyesight. So from my perspective, I'm going to shimmy over to the left, maybe about 5-10 feet.
Right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I like
Okay.
it. Just down.
Yeah, are you staying prone as you do this?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Oh, no problem.
Okay,
Anything else?
And so my stealth is still good, well, from the previous roll.
You haven't broke stealth, so I see no reason to reroll.
Okay, so then now, so as I see Kane running toward the axe, I'm going to hold an action so that if Simbo tries, like, makes an advancement toward anyone else besides Nerissa, I'm going to shoot.
Okay, awesome. Okay, sounds good. Larissa, it is your turn.
Okay, explain to me the logistics of maybe how I can make this work.
Okay, yeah.
So, if I wanted to pocket sand Simbo, how would that work? If I want to like lean down and grab some of the dirt and kind of flip around and throw it in his eyes, so that maybe I could like push him down. Could that be my full action?
Pocket sand.
Let's see. If you're pocket sanding him, depending on his save, will determine if we can give you advantage on your shove to make him prone. Okay, awesome. So you get down and you grab the sand from the ground and throw it in his eyes. And he is going to make, we'll call this a dex save.
I like this dirty fighting.
Yeah, it's good. And as you throw the sand, he just kind of like looks around and the sand falls. Really? So low.
Isn't that what this is about? And I'll come up, kind of like knee him in the crotch as I try to bring him down.
Okay, awesome. Let's make contested athletics checks.
Come on, come on, come on. Natural 20.
Okay. Okay, looks good. And you like knee him in the crotch and he's like, oh, and you take your elbow and you force him and like he's off balance and he finds himself on his back, just laying on the ground.
Just holding the glaive like to him as like hard as I can.
And he's holding back and he says, I am glad that this is happening. I am glad that you fought. You are a true warrior.
I could say the same about you.
And now it's Simbo's turn.
Are they gonna be friends?
Yes.
Are they gonna get? No.
And he is going to spend half his movement to essentially wriggle himself out from under you, and he is going to take the shove action to try and flip the pin on you.
Oh my
There is so much pushing.
Yeah, not a lot of damage going on right now.
No.
So I get a
Yes, it's contested athletics.
15.
Ooh, and he flips around and he finds you on the ground on top of you. He grabs the glaive. Oh, this is going to feel good when I finally kill you. Ooh, that is a 20-something to hit. It's not a nat. Okay, and he's going to use the glaive and he's going to rip it out of your hands and begin to dig the top of the glaive into your chest, as he is wont to do. And that is 10 damage.
Ooh. I am looking rough, that's for sure.
Well, is this how it ends? Tell me your name.
Seems you're not the man of your word, Simbo of the Badlands.
My word. You're right. I said I would let you live. And he stands up. And he drops the glaive. Well, he opens his arms. Will you hold me to my word? Or will you take me to the edge of the abyss?
Holy shit.
I don't think I can. I gotta level up right now. Right now. Or it's
And we'll hold that while Orrin takes his turn.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Uran. Okay, so I'm away from here. So I'm going to scoot over this way. 5, 10, 15. As I cross by these guys, I just say in their minds, "Go, heal the woman discreetly if you can." And one more, and I'm going to fire an Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Shoot him. Shoot him, shoot him.
Do I still have advantage from being unseen or any of that?
You've broke your stealth.
broken that.
Yes.
All right. Hey, that's not terrible. That's 11 plus 5, 16.
Okay, awesome. That hits.
Excellent. And that is 11 damage.
11 damage as you send this like huge, like as you're charging it, it just grows larger and larger, and you toss it out almost like a basketball, carving and arching into his body. And as it hits him, instead of sending him flying, he gets forced into the ground, and you can hear all of his ribs, all of his bones cracking. You hear the soft gasp of death as his soul exits his body. Looking good. Top of the round with Kane.
Oh, God. I'm going to... I don't want to do that.
Or maybe you do.
Yeah, maybe I do.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Wanna come for you?
I kind of want...
Is Kane really a bad boy?
We'll see.
Don't tempt me like that.
Sorry,
The
I'm-
jury's still out. The jury is still out on whether he's a bad boy or not.
I'm going to dry cast Dissonant Whispers on Simbo.
Oh, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho. What kind of save is that?
He did back up, right? Or did he not?
He did back up a little bit. He stepped back about 5 feet.
It is... Hold on. Dissonant Whisper. It's a wisdom save, I'm pretty sure. Or,
Come on, Simbo, you're not wise.
yeah, it is wisdom of
Okay.
13.
You're not wise. You're just strong.
Okay. Are you like whispering anything? What do you do? How do you cast your dissonant whispers?
Yes, I will try and impersonate the dragon. And
Oh boy.
I will say, "This land is mine."
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
That's flavorful. I like.
Nice.
It's 3d6. That's 8 damage.
That's 8 damage.
How is Sinbo looking? Like he's on the verge of death, maybe?
brain leak out of his
Looking
ears.
like you can make a medicine check on your turn. Okay, and as you say this, he looks up at the dragon, and this is the first time you've ever seen Simbo look any semblance of fear on his body, and his eyes are open wide, and he begins to step back slowly.
Can I take my opportunity attack on that?
He is leaving.
Do you want to take your opportunity attack?
I don't think it breaks his run. He still runs.
That's fine. Do you
Unless
want
you're
to take your
sensible.
opportunity attack?
I will. I will pray again. I'll be like, give me your strength for this. What he's done to these people cannot stand. And I will take my opportunity attack.
And as you take your prayer, you grab your glaive and you simply see in front of you a flash of colors, almost like a rainbow as it clears into a prismatic white. And all you see in front of you is Simbo as you charge. You look at your glaive, and around the hilt, just feathers are flying by as you rush past. And you hear a soft voice say, "You've done well, standing in the face of adversity." And you are now level 3.
Holy shit.
God,
And
thank
you have the
God.
effects of a rage bestowed upon you.
Do I roll for my health or do I just take it?
I don't know, you
how
tell
lucky
me.
I am. Because it's 11 to just take it.
I thought it was 10.
It's 7 plus. It's 10. 10. So that'd be 16. I'd be back up to 16.
Holy
That pretty
shit.
much undoes the
I think
damage
for
you just
this
did.
time, I'm just gonna take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So that would be 35 total.
Oh my
so I'm
god.
back up to 16.
Okay.
I rage, and I am fucking. I don't know if I want to recklessly attack.
Do whatever you're gonna
I'm
do.
gonna do it.
Do
Fuck
whatever you're gonna
Simbo.
do.
22.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Alright. Where is my D6 on top of that? 8. That was a 6 and an 8. 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 19 damage.
19
Wow.
damage. Woo-wee. All right. Looking good. And you go ahead and describe this attack for me.
Everything goes into that weird prismatic Doctor Strange, like, shimmering world. And as he starts to run, I say, "Who's the coward now?"
Oh my.
And I'll flip it around and, like, bring it down right in between his shoulder blades. And you see, like, what is the damage type? Is it radiant?
Yes.
As this radiant, like, burst just kind of goes across his shoulders and, like, burns him. And I'll just
And
flip
like
back.
all the blood that flies out gets choked up in this radiant burning fire as it dissipates into the air. And as he's walking backwards, he simply looks at you. What a miraculous day. They spoke the truth. And let's see.
And, yeah.
It's Ersid's turn.
Real quick, I need to make my constitution save for the dry
Oh,
cast.
do that. You're going to take 2d6 damage anyway.
Okay.
Don't kill yourself.
Don't die. That would be so sad.
Don't
if
die.
it went
Don't
so
die
well.
right now.
Are you gonna roll that damage?
I can roll the damage.
2 1s. 2
That'd be great
ones.
if you could roll 2 1s.
That is 9 damage.
Okay.
As you feel yourself. You're using your own life force. You are casting out of your soul. It's like you feel your strength begin to wither away as you impersonate the dragon and go inside Simbo's head. Go ahead and make your con save.
You did make it worth it, though.
That's 16.
16. But you still have a lot of life in you. You are feeling like you can do this. You've made it out alive.
Oh my god.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it. I'm fucking shot, man.
Hey,
I think we're all a little, yeah.
Ersid.
Okay. So, did he successfully back up, or?
Yeah, he's been back
He's
up.
backed up.
Okay. So, with Vicious Mockery or Dissonant Whispers, does that mean that he's, like, afraid? So he's just gonna keep backing up?
No.
No, it just scares him for, like, the time being.
It scares him for his full movement of that turn, and then he makes his choices after that.
Right.
Okay. So now, I'm going to hold my action, and if he tries to run away, then I'm gonna shoot.
Nice.
I
I
don't know
like
if he
that.
is.
Is that
He
all you're
might.
doing with your turn?
Yeah, I'm still hidden as far as I believe with my
Okay.
stealth. So, yeah, I think that's all.
All
I'm pretty
right.
tapped out. I can't do any like surge healing or whatever. We haven't rested at all. Fucking hell.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is a wild fight.
We
This
are
is-
clutching it
This is
out.
insane.
All right,
Yeah.
Narissa, it is your turn.
Narissa, I don't want to steal this kill from you, so you gotta finish this.
Does he look?
Finish him.
I guess that's honestly fair. He looking rough?
I don't think you need to make a medicine check. He's definitely not looking as vile as Sinbo claims to be.
All right. I will kind of get really like low to the ground and like kind of rush forward with the glaive in my hand.
Okay.
I'll only get as far as I need to,
Okay.
and I will recklessly attack.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 20 something.
Okay.
It's high.
That hits.
All right.
Fucking kill him.
15?
15 damage?
Yeah.
15 damage?
Yeah.
Narissa, how do you want to do this?
Yes. Okay. Oh, she like loses all of that stress that she had as she runs up on him, and I kind of like jump like over his shoulders, and as I do, I'm like, "You are a worthy opponent. May you go to the forever war in the afterlife."
Dying is battle is all I could ask for.
And I'll just slice his throat.
And as you do, it's almost like black and white silhouettes, and you see the blood simply just flying out of his throat into the sky, dissipating into these beautiful white feathers like doves as they just completely disappear. And he turns around to you, an open throat, almost like a second mouth.
Oh. You are more than worthy.
Praise be. As he falls to his knees and flat on the ground, dead. Simbo the Vile is no more.
Okay, I shoot him.
He was cool. I'm gonna kind of miss
He
him.
was fucking
Like-
wild. I'll just. Are we still in combat?
No.
I'll grab him and drag him into like where they're fighting.
Where who's fighting?
They're still fighting a couple of bandits, aren't there?
Oh, there's one that is still left alive.
All right,
Let's
whatever.
see.
I'll throw Sindo's dead body in. And I'm like, I don't know if there are any bandits left. But your leader is gone.
And
So you should go too.
And you kind of look around and you see this one
You get out of here.
lone Raskavan bandit, and they sort of like look away. They're looking around, and as they're about to bolt, you simply hear the roar of the dragon behind you all.
God.
Well, I have been entertained. Now, where will you run?
Away.
And he looks around, and you, Kane, can feel his eyes simply resting upon you. And he starts to look around, and he stops.
You said this land was mine.
And like a couple of the villagers look around.
Orrin, I have been watching you for a while.
And he starts to clamber down from the top of the mountain. Slowly but surely, every footstep rumbling the earth around you. And finally, he finds himself in the middle of the town square as he steps on the statue of Obardai, and it crunches under his feet. You see the children gasp, they cry. The weak, they faint. Mothers, husbands, and wives clamor together, simply hoping that there is a chance for them.
I will give you a choice. Stay and mine for me this land so fertile, or
I think it's leave.
And they all look around, and you see Governor Moore. He begins to walk up, and he looks at his people, and he stands face to face right in front of the head of this dragon.
Oh, God.
you will let my people go? Will you truly let my people go?
And the dragon lifts its head.
You speak for them all. Then their lives are free as long as yours is forfeit.
And Marco rushes in. Governor Moore, you don't have to do this. We can stay. This is our village. This dragon, and he looks. You dragon!
Say, Marco,
And he looks at you,
you have a son.
and he looks at his son, and he looks at his wife, tears falling down her face, and he holds his retort. And Governor Moore puts his hand on his shoulder.
It will be all right, my boy. As long as you live, Orrin lives.
Now, and he addresses all of Orrin. You all will leave with your lives and start anew. This is no longer your home. Carry it with you on your backs and in your souls. The dragon laughs.
It seems
Then he looks at Kane again.
we have come to a deal.
As the many faces and villagers of Orrin begin to make their way out of the gates, do you follow?
Yeah.
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 I'm like, the mayor is a badass,
the
and I
mayor's-
just turn around.
The mayor's a bad motherfucker.
Like, good for him. Seriously. I pick up my mask and my cloak and flip them over as we walk away.
Can I ask,
Um,
what is your name to the dragon?
My name. I am Igunir the Black.
Okay.
You guys want spellings?
Yup, I was gonna say I'm
Yes,
spelling this
please.
all kinds of wrong.
AIGUNYIR.
One more time.
AIGUNYIR.
Okay.
Igunir.
Yes. And you all take the now made refugees of Orrin
I'll
under your custody.
kind of go like this. I'll be like, I'll take the axe. I'll just take the axe from.
And
please
and,
I'll
and,
take the axe from Kate.
and on the way out, Orrin bows deeply and reverently to the dragon.
I'd like to go up to Marco, because he's coming with us, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'd like to go up to Marco and I'm hobbling next to him, and I put my arm around his shoulder and I say, you know, Marco, where I come from, you know, I know you love your land, but where I come from, land is plentiful, but land is not what makes a home. A home is where the people are. And you, my friend, you're with your people. So you'll always be home.
And he looks at his family, and he looks at the other villagers of Orrin as his son clambers around Marco's leg. Papa, you are home with us. And I know that wherever you are, I will be safe. See? And even through all of Josh's tears, he smiles as wide as he can. And Marco kind of rubs into his head and looks at you, Ersid. You make a ground point. And you are off towards Burnwell with the refugees of Orrin, stepping through the Badlands with the lives of many carried upon your backs. And at this moment, I think we will take a break. I think that seems fitting. We will talk to you guys in a bit. Thank you for joining. See you soon. hello, viewers. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for being here for that first half of our show. We always got Ali Bear Arts, another TTV viewer, C Story, what's up? Commander Root, the Snowmans, Ice Wizards, Kaylin Smith, Madam Stone. We got Saucy Stars. You guys are the best. You guys are, really holding us down there. So I appreciate you guys interacting with us in chat and, just keeping us going. And I'm just going to make this announcement now so we don't have to just sneak it in at the end like we usually do. We're planning on raiding Space Man Splash, spelled exactly how it sounds. We're going to go see him after our little session here just to kind of share the love, get some and get them some support. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get back into it. And as our party is escorting the villagers of the late Orrin to Burnwell, night descends upon the Badlands. And it is up to you all to truly decide where you guys are going to find a safe haven for the night, or if you are going to travel through the night of the Badlands to get all the way to Burnwell in quick time. Marco kind of steps up to you guys. So, I just want to say thank you.
I told you. I made a promise. I kept it.
Well, that is more than we can ever be grateful for. If there's anything we, or my people, and he gestures to the roughly 12, 15 people that are there, just kind of without homes.
That's it?
Orrin is a small village.
I mean, how many people were there before all this shit happened? Like 50 people?
Maybe more like 25.
That was
Oh,
a real
wow.
small town.
It's a small village.
I just
Yeah.
clutch my bleeding side and I'm like, any rags would be alright.
Yes. Do I see any followers of Tuanul with us?
Yes, there's I believe there's a bunch of them. There's like 13 with you.
Oh, they're like half our group.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, they're not. You got like the 15 Orrin villagers and
Oh.
then them on top.
We're
Yeah, that's
mobbing
what I
with a
mean.
lot of people.
Yeah.
yeah. Can any of you heal her? We fought a long battle today.
And Deverell kind of comes up and he's like, "Yes, we can. Oh, and like he comes up and he's just like, you can kind of see he's really in his head as he's doing this, and he's kind of like mumbling to himself, but he effectively casts Cure Wounds.
Do I catch any of the words he mumbles?
Go ahead and roll Perception. That's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think I might be able to get any of that? As I'm hobbling without a leg.
He says, "You over there, take care of. What was your name again?"
Ersid.
Ersid. Thank you. He says, "Ersid here. He needs help." And a couple of them come and they heal for. You also get 4. Okay, and you rolled.
I rolled an 8, but my passive is 11. If that makes a difference.
You're actively looking. You're actively trying. Well, are you trying to understand what he says? Or are you just trying to see if something happens in passing?
Well, I mean, I was just trying. Like, I heard him mumbling. I'm trying.
And
to
so
see if
you're
I can
trying to see.
pick
Yeah. So
something.
we're not gonna do passive. So an 8. 8 total.
Yeah.
Okay. He's really just. Oh man, this is. Like you
Thank
really
you.
can't pick up anything.
Are you okay?
And he kind of ruffles through his hair. Yeah, Well, I mean, I feel a little bad about all of this. I mean, there's these people here and they need help, but this is not our calling. Do you understand?
What is your calling now that the dragon has risen? You were observing this, but I never heard of any intentions for it to do after.
Well, that is for Black Soul Pawn to decide.
Okay.
We are the followers, and she carries the word.
She's not kicking around, is she?
No.
She's not with
No,
us. Okay.
she
No, she's
stayed
dead.
at Onum's grip.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Oh. If it is all right with you all, and he looks at everyone, like the villagers, the party, everyone who's involved. My compatriots and I are going to take our leave.
How far is Onum's grip?
Onum's grip from where you guys are. Here we can.
It's probably not far outside of Orrin itself.
No, it
It's
wasn't very
about-
far
Oh,
outside
like,
of Orrin.
It's like a 10-mile, but with all the...
Like, we're not far out of Orrin by this point.
Yeah, you guys aren't far out of north. So you guys wouldn't want to get there in the night they're going to push through. If you guys want to push through, you guys are looking at some exhaustion checks.
I see.
Yes.
I'm like already so tired.
Wait, which direction are we going?
So you guys would be heading due south. They would be heading east.
So this is Orrin.
Yes.
Yeah, because we're on our way to Burnwell.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will see you all.
But before he
I hope.
leaves, I say just like in his mind, it's like, how is there any way that we can contact you in the future? If the dragons are truly returning, it would behoove us to be able to contact someone who knows what's going to happen. And are there other followers of Tuanul elsewhere?
We messengers are spread far and wide. You should have no trouble finding us.
And well, if ever the opportunity arises, you all know my face. So feel free to send me a message if one of you is able.
Your name, Dragonborn, was Orrin.
Yes, that is my name.
We will try and share your name amongst our people. All of you, Narissa,
Kane.
Kane, yes. We will make sure the words of your exploits are met with positivity and grace. If you ever run into a messenger who's heard the word of your name, I'm sure they will be willing to help you.
We appreciate it. And he dips his head.
And he does a similar bow. And we are off. And were you going to say
So-
something there, Sid?
With this, I was just like, yeah, allies. But this little entourage that we have, like, what's the sitch? Do we have like donkeys and carts?
No,
Or are we,
I
we're
don't think
all
so.
just on foot?
Yeah.
You guys are all just on foot. I don't think they stopped to, like, Marco didn't grab his donkeys. I don't think that
Yeah, probably didn't have enough
let
time.
that happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're part of his horde now.
So how long of a trek is it with our group to Burnwell?
With the size of your group, that's gonna slow you down a little bit. And I mean, there's still the plants and all the things to take into account. So to get out of Orrin, that's about as much as you can do for the night, and even that's gonna be a little bit trying. To get to Burnwell the next day, if you try to go straight to Burnwell, that'll probably take you about a day. Depending on if you camp or where you camp. If you try to go like through Firestone Grove again with all these people, you're looking at a 2-day trek.
That's not terrible.
Is Firestone Grove safer?
That's the biggest problem with going straight was the fact that the Raskavan were held at Fort Stanton. You do not know if there's more Raskavan there or not. Also, there's not too many places to camp or to hide or to take care of a lot of people. You'd be very open to the elements and whatever comes with them.
Okay, so that one knight guy, what's
Grant.
his- Grant. Is Grant with us?
Grant is with you. You see this the 2 White Guardian knights that are with him, and the woman in the habit is also there.
Okay. I go to him and ask, before we came, how many Raskavan attacked the city? How many? What?
There were about 6.
We expect upwards of 20 total Raskavan, so this was a small excursion.
I mean, Simbo just came with them, tried to hold us hostage. They were asking about you guys the whole time, and then a fucking dragon came out of the mountain.
Then a dragon happened.
So I do expect, since Simbo met his demise, they might have to take some time to regroup. So I can't say how worried I am about them lurking in the night in the Badlands.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of speaking to the group, just it's like expect that they're, and Grant included, but just like we expect there are somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 Raskavan still at the fort, though they are now without a leader.
As far as we know, that's definitely true. But, well, honestly, I'm not too worried about it. If they decide to run up on us again, you have my blade. And you have her blessings.
It is appreciated.
I definitely did not let this guy see me. And I stay a pretty decent distance away from him.
Okay, understood.
I come back to our group. So, what do you think? Do you think we go by the way of the fort? Do we go the long way around?
I don't know. I feel like going by the fort is more danger than it's worth. I don't think that the Raskavan are some military outpost who are going to try and regroup and count their losses and try and decide another leader. They'll just appoint the next toughest motherfucker they have as the guy, and they're obviously ones for vengeance. So if we go by, they'll attack us. That's just my 2 cents.
I don't think you're wrong.
I think we should
What do
avoid
you
it.
guys? What do you think that we? So wait, going straight to Burnwell passes Fort Stanton.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And the long way around, like, is just more
Goes through
Badlands.
Firestone.
Yes, and you guys have like
Yeah.
the mountains and everything to just kind of, I don't know, there's more places for you guys to hide or set up camp if necessary, I would assume. And you guys
I
are familiar
suggest-
with that.
I suggest we go through Firestone.
I would
We're
agree.
familiar. It's familiar ground to us.
Right.
And, I think we can make the 2-day trek since we've got women and children.
Right.
I'd rather see a
Mar-
million ghosts than see one Raskavan ever again.
Marco,
Well,
what do you say?
I'm inclined to agree. I'm always a little keen on Firestone Grove. That's how I usually go about anyway. So, I'm sure we can find enough room here for my people and I.
Yeah.
All right. I'll lead the way.
Okay, and you can roll survival with advantage.
He's slower, but I'll just absolutely let him.
Yeah,
I'm so tired.
Let him just hobble in front of us.
I'm glad he's going slow.
I mean, it's probably a good idea to have some of the slowest go first.
Yeah.
Okay, gonna get that roll from you, Ersid.
16.
16, and that was with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Now I'm I don't know if I should say this, but I'm proficient at survival or devil, whatever it's called.
So I'm not sure if you. Yeah, that's fine. You can go ahead and have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 16.
16, easy enough. And you guys make it to Firestone Grove in a very comfortable time. And if you guys are trying to make it all the way to Firestone Grove, I am gonna have you guys make some con checks.
I don't think we're going to be in a terrible hurry, especially with a bunch of refugees with us.
Okay.
I think we're just trying to find a safe enough space to like hide all these people.
Okay, I think that's fine. we can make that part of your survival check. You guys find within this ridge here, near the in the area of the Badlands that you are, you find small groves of trees and like rocky outcroppings that should be able to house you and keep a good amount of people safe from whatever fiends or bandits or undead may be lurking around. How are you guys going to approach watches? You going to try to shoot for the village to do so? Are you guys going to watch? Are you guys going to have the Vice Guardian Knights watch?
Oh.
I suggest that we should try and convince the Vice Guard to take the first watch. I'm fucking tired. I don't know about you lot.
I don't know if I'm fully ready to trust my life in the hands of
I was
someone else just
thinking
yet.
the same thing. I'm exhausted, but
Uren's feeling kind of fresh. He's all right, so he'll take a first watch.
Perhaps you'd take watch with them.
yeah.
At least see if they're willing to contribute to watch at all.
As we're setting up camp, I wanted to call Joshua over. Yeah,
Okay.
Joshua.
And he kind of like looks at his parents and they just kind of shoo him. They're like, go ahead, go talk to him. And he runs up to you.
Hey, lad.
Yeah.
Do you know how to start a fire? You ever done any outdoor camping?
Oh, I've done plenty of camping with me and my pa. Sometimes I go with him to Burnwell and we set up in Firestone Grove and he lets me start the fire.
Yeah, do you want to start the fire this time? I'll let you.
Absolutely, yes. And like he starts running around and he goes and finds some like twigs and things and he runs to his dad and he finds his own flint and he does a pretty good job at starting a little fire.
I'll give him help. So he gets advantage.
Okay. He'll take your help.
All right.
Okay, so with your help, this is definitely a pretty good fire. And he says, you work the same way as my father does. He always starts with the flint. He always sets things up in a circle with the stones. Is that just how it's done?
Ah, your father he's a traveled man. He's taught you well. I thought maybe I'd have to give you a few pointers, but you seem to got it down.
Well, that's my dad. He's such a great man. I just hope I get to be like him when I grow up, traveling and selling and holding up my village, and he kind of stops. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, little one. I mean, just, and Ersid kind of is visibly lost in his thoughts. No, Joshua, that's it. You done a great help. Thanks.
And he's kind of looking down. He says, Ersid, I'm sorry about your leg.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. Don't worry.
Once
It's not gonna keep me down. Don't worry.
Well, I just want you to know, when I'm big and strong like my papa, I'll make sure that if you can't walk, I'll carry you. And he runs off.
I'm slightly comforted and insulted.
That's what kids are for.
Fair enough. And then were you going to go with the Vice Guardian Knights and see if they'll help you with your watch?
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Or everyone is?
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
Who's gonna talk to them?
I wasn't gonna talk to him.
I'll talk to them.
Yeah, we'll go.
Oh, okay. You will go too?
Yeah.
Okay. And you see the Vice Guardian Knights, they've set up their own fire, and Grant and the woman are all talking, and they just kind of come, and they hear you guys kind of walking over. So, two people I'm least happy to see.
It's good to see you too. we were wondering if we could count on you to help us watch for the dangers of the Badlands at night.
I mean, we kind of have to watch for ourselves, so if we're watching together, I mean, that just seems like the responsible thing to do.
Perfect. Great.
So, I mean, will you need to be in communication with me, or...
I mean, perhaps.
Then, unfortunately, it seems that we'll be watching close. Go ahead, sit down, get yourself some venison.
Oh, perfect. Great. Do you have wine?
Wine? No.
Oh, well. You know, it never hurts to ask.
The woman speaks up, and she's kind of hiding behind her habit and like low blonde bangs, and under them you can kind of see this blue hue reflecting off the light of the night. It's best to stay sober when we're protecting people. Not that you can't. It's just that's a personal thing of mine. It also helps me with my. I'm Rella.
Rella, my name's Kane. It's nice to meet you.
Orrin, and he dips his head.
You have a tail.
I do, yes. Very kind of you to notice, and like he like just kind of angles his body to show it off. I'm quite fond of it.
And she kind of winces. So, you are not from Wyscott.
I am not, no. And like he notices her wince, but he makes no effort to like hide it or anything. From Mulithisu.
Oh, from Silver Elves. Is that correct?
Indeed, yes.
Oh, nice to meet you. And she kind of bows and like just kind of focuses in on like her
I
water.
whisper very loudly from like I'm kind of hiding in like the edge of the trees or whatever. I'm like, I'm very hungry, but I don't want to come over there. So
I whisper equally loudly. we can bring you some if you like.
Just go take her some food. Do you guys not have your own rations?
Well, we have a little bit, but it's no venison.
And he's like already taking some to Narissa.
So, how'd you guys get all mixed up in this?
Well, you know, it was originally just supposed to be a quick in and out, help escort some water, and then, you know, one thing led to another. You free a dragon, and bandits want to kill you. As you know, as it goes.
from A to B to C.
Yeah, sure, that's how it goes. You said
From
you free a
A to
dragon.
Q.
Well, who's to say, really?
So were you involved?
I couldn't tell you.
Plausible
Roll deception.
I'm being
deniability.
honest.
Does he still have the orb like on him?
Yeah.
I'd assume.
Like still belching out a sulfurous
I don't
cloud?
think it just.
No.
Oh, okay, stop doing that.
Yeah, it's not doing that. That's still at Orrin.
Okay.
Oh, that's not great. Fucking hell. He said deception.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 12.
Where's that silver tongue, bro?
Hey, relax.
Oh, I caught that. Nice. Who's to say?
Yeah, really.
Really?
Look,
I
Grant.
saw that dragon looking at you.
Yeah.
So, what was your part in this? And he grabs his sword.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my
Take it-
fucking
take-
god.
Grant, just take it easy.
First,
We're on the same side here, mate.
how can I trust you? You come in splotched all over with dirty ass archaic symbols. Then you tell me that you know about the Nightbringer, which no one has any fond feelings for him as far as I know.
Good. As they shouldn't.
And so, what are you expecting to release some type of dragon and have him come and deal with the problem?
well.
Tell me, why exactly is it you that is involved?
I guess I'm just lucky.
Oh, really? Shit luck.
Yeah. Mostly for others, though.
Yeah.
It seems.
This whole village.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I'm glad to see you taking responsibility.
Well, I mean, I don't feel great about it, but
Can I overhear like this? I don't want to hear like actual words, but can I hear there's like a bit of a commotion in conversation?
I mean, with your passive, I'd say yes.
Okay. So then I'm just over by the fire trying to relax. And I
No,
say, oh, for fuck's sake, mates, like, can we just tone it down and just relax and enjoy some food?
I'm sorry. If you want me to protect these people, it's kind of hard for me to relax, especially when everything I've seen, I
Okay.
still need to digest.
okay, Grant.
Kane.
I did not free the dragon on purpose. It's just something that happened.
Who's to say you even freed it?
Yeah, who's to say it was even me? The dragon just took a liking to me. It's my tattoos. I'm very pretty.
Yeah, that doesn't help me feel any better.
Okay, Grant, we already talked once about being on the same side here.
And then now you admit to being responsible for the resurrection of some type of dragon.
Which-
Where did it even come from?
Which I didn't want, by the way. I was the least happy about dragons returning in my group.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
I was the out of everybody here. It was me who didn't want it the most.
Really, I think we all just didn't want it. It's just Orrin who's a fucking weirdo.
That's fair enough.
16.
Well, that is something I can also agree with. You're almost contradictory, your existence.
Yeah. It's kind of neat, isn't it?
No, it sounds like a problem.
Well, it is a little bit of a problem, but I've come to enjoy my own existence a little bit.
I guess that's all you can do in this shit show of a world.
Yeah.
Once we get these people to Burnwell, we're leaving.
Where are you going?
Back to Viceguard.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right.
Live your truth.
Well, I'm going to go patrol the premises now.
Okay. You know, Grant, I feel like you and me could be real friends.
I'm not entirely sure what would make you think that.
I don't know, opposites attract, I guess. And I'll tip to him, and then I will wink at Renna, and I will turn away.
I need you to roll persuasion. You're trying to like be buddy with them, right? You're trying to say like I am an ally. Am I correct?
Yeah, but also I'm just kind of trying to flirt with Renna a little bit.
Okay,
Just a little.
Rella, you're gonna have to. These are gonna have. Like, we'll make it all one persuasion check.
Okay.
I think if you can make yourself look good in front of Grant, that will help you with Rella.
Okay. Is that cocked?
Put a D4 on it.
Put a D4 on it.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
What are you doing?
Well, I'll do it again.
Okay.
I'm too shaky to do it. 17.
17. And she starts to like look around. She looks at you, and it's like as soon as you guys make eye contact, she looks back down and like starts drinking her water and just eating her food and just kind of like fast too. And Grant's like, again, if we see each other in Weisgard, I can't say I'll support you, but I will say that I will stop you from coming into contact with any danger.
That's really all I need.
The church really doesn't like your kind, and he looks at the both of you.
Well, I don't really like them. So we're square.
Indeed. Well, I'm off.
Okay, great.
Anything else you guys want to do?
I'm just gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay, sounds good.
Away from everyone else, I would like to now look at my orb.
Let's set up some watches.
Okay.
Okay, so are you taking first watch then?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I said I'd take first watch as well.
Okay, you two are taking first watch. So are you just like, hey, we're like, okay, what goes on? You guys start to set up your watches.
Yeah. Hey, well done out there today.
Thank you. You as well.
Thanks.
From what I hear about the battle, your overuse of magic was a risky ploy, but one that worked out well.
Yeah, I've never done that before. It was a little scary, but
Speaking of scary, I thought we'd lost you in the mines for a moment there. You fell behind.
fucking me
Am I-
too, man. Fuck. That's the scariest situation I've ever been in my entire life. The dragon was, this fucking close to me.
The dragon saw you. I thought that.
Oh, it saw me. It talked to me.
Really? And he like scoots closer.
Yeah, it told me that this land was theirs. It like, I don't know what it plans on doing with it, but it wants where it's living and it doesn't want anyone else there.
I mean, that's not uncharacteristic of a dragon. Like most dragons would be content to own and possess as much as they like and do little else but protect it.
I don't know what it's planning on doing. It didn't say that. I tried to make a deal with it. I tried to say, I let you live, you let me live. I freed you, you free me. And it flew away. And it did not eat me, so
And that worked.
guess.
That's impressive.
Well, like I said, I think I'm just lucky.
Yes, I'd say that anyone who, with the privilege to speak to a dragon face to face and walk away from it, is indeed lucky.
Well, I have to relieve myself, so if you would excuse me for a moment.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you're leaving, and you whip out the orb. Upon closer inspection, you start to see like all kinds of it's engraved, and it looks like there's some sort of serpentine figure coiling itself around the orb, and it's made out of the same material, and you can look through it and you see the same like black just Icarus liquid sloshing around inside. What are you trying to do?
I want to spend the 10 minutes
You want to tune to it?
OOC or whatever, but yeah, I want to really just concentrate with it and try and connect with it and see if I feel anything from it.
Anything at all? Are you looking for something specific?
No.
Okay. So you spend your time with this orb. You are holding it in your hands, and it starts to sort of, it's almost like the darkness around you sort of starts to blur, and you can't really focus on anything but this orb. It's like you're walking inside your own mind, You find your feet stepping, and with each step, it's like a sloshing, almost sucking feeling as you get deeper and more in tune with this orb. And you hear a word. What languages do you speak?
Elvish, Sylvan, and Common.
And you hear it come in a variety of languages until you finally hear one in common. And it says, void.
Okay. Fucking hell. I feel like I'm in a void.
Are you just thinking that? Do you say that out loud?
I say it out loud.
You say it out loud. I need you to make a charisma check.
Oh, shit. Just roll with and add my charisma mod?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you. It's a natural one for 4.
Oh.
Ouch.
You're gonna get possessed in the middle of the night.
Let's see here. And immediately, as you say, I feel like I'm in a void.
Oh, no.
No, that's a little too much.
It becomes a dark
It's just like, oh man. Yeah, that was. I don't even know why that's on this playlist. You hear? Well, it seems that some of you have talent, and you hear this voice simply reverberating inside your mind. You can't see anything. You are stuck in a murky void of black surrounding you.
Some of us have talent.
You, specifically.
Well, thank you, for one.
What is your name?
Kane Ray.
Really? Kane Selling Ray.
That is me.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, I should introduce myself.
Please.
I am who they call Miltarquanak.
Miltarquanak.
You want some spelling?
Please.
M-I-L.
One second.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
M-I-L-T-A-Q-U-I-N-A-K. And after the T-A, there's an apostrophe.
Okay.
Might I ask you, do you mind helping me? I'm sure you wouldn't.
Well, how can I be of service?
Oh, just respond when I call on you.
You can't give me anything else, mate.
You have the orb. It is quite powerful.
Okay, well, perhaps you can help me with that, and I can help you.
It's yours to use as you please.
Well, what does it do?
Go ahead and look in D&D Beyond, and you have gained the benefits of the black orb.
Okay.
The black orb. It's big though, right?
At the moment, it's about this big.
Okay, so you can keep it in a backpack.
At the moment.
Okay.
It's like a grapefruit.
Yeah. That was good. That's actually it.
Softball.
Yeah, those are both good. And I need you to roll a d6.
It's a 5.
It's a 5. Wow. And as you are kind of in this void, you feel a change. A very powerful change inside of you. It's not extremely noticeable, but you have an itch in various areas of your body. Your eyes get kind of blurry for a while, and finally you focus in, and it's almost like you're seeing clearer than you've ever seen before.
Fuck. Okay.
Now, dear Kane Sellenray, when I ask you to help, I expect you to respond. If you find yourself face to face with any of my kind, I'm sure you'll have an easier time speaking with them. You silver-tongued devil, you.
I will answer your call.
Absolutely. Feel free to have fun with the spells you've been blessed upon as well.
Absolutely. Thank you.
No. Thank you. So, again, call to the void, and I will answer.
Understood.
And just as soon as the darkness came, is gone, and you are back in the nearby groves of this area you found just beyond the radius of Orrin, and you're itching. You can feel it all over your body. It's rough, and like you kind of have like rough patches. It's like a rash almost. And you can feel it heavily on your back. There's just one really large patch
You got eczema?
of just like rough, itchy, just like, oh man, it's almost like plaque just growing across.
I don't like that. Okay. Is there anywhere else I can look at it visibly, this itching?
You start to look on your arms and you're looking at your hands, and it's dark, but you can swear that it looks like there's black scales growing all over your skin.
I knew it.
You have dragon herpes.
I do.
Yeah.
I do have
Dragon
herpes.
disease all over you.
Well, fuck. I'm freaking out a little. I'll put the orb in my satchel. And I'll walk back over to Orrin.
And as you begin to walk, you just hear, have fun. It'll be nice traveling with you.
Oh, fuck.
And the voice never returns. Orrin, what are you doing while Kane's out and about?
Okay, so he left me. Am I just like alone during this time?
I mean, you're with, I don't, that's up to you. Did you stay with the Vice Guardian Knights in their little section? Or
I imagine like this, we're just kind of patrolling, just kind of, oh, drop my pen. Just like out kind of doing our own thing, just keeping an eye on a wider area.
Okay, so you're like out and about, you're walking and things like that.
Taking this opportunity that Kane isn't around, I would try and find similarly, just try and find a private spot.
Okay. Feel free.
And okay, so last session I got some whispers, and
You did.
yeah, and just while I'm alone, just like kind of try and just look into that now that we've had a break in the action.
Okay. What are you attempting to do?
Now I don't know if this would be like another whispers thing, just like, but just Just inspecting my stuff, like just kind of going in and seeing like what that thing I noticed was all about.
So as you are looking around and just kind of perusing through your materials, it's immediately obvious to you. Your treasure is completely black.
Oh.
It has gone away from its reddish, taupish hue and has been consumed by something almost shadow-like.
Is it the same kind of shadow that I see from my form of dread?
It certainly feels familiar.
Yeah, neither I nor Orrin are 100% sure what to think of that. So, is there any way that I can tell if this is a bad thing, if this is a verse?
You can roll, since the nature of this item. I'm going to go ahead and ask you to roll Arcana. And feel free to roll with Charisma.
With my Charisma bonus?
Yes.
Okay. That is a solid 7.
7. This isn't even come up in your readings. This is something completely foreign to you, almost alien. You've never heard of anything like this happening.
So this is kind of an interesting spot to be in because I don't know like how much I want to like reveal. Just
And as you're looking, Kane reappears, and he like is coming and he finds you.
I quickly just, what's up?
And you see Kane, and near his like cheeks, like on his cheekbones, are these black like nubs, like rough scales tracing up to his eyes, and his eyes are that same piercing blue that they've always been. Well, they were more of like a cloudy, like stormy blue, but now they pierce with something so familiar to you, akin to other Dragonborn, with a simple black slit coming right down the middle.
That's fucking hard ass.
Yeah, just like he's kind of like scrambling, just like kind of cinching up his sack. Kane.
What are you looking for?
And he's just like kind of staring at your face. It's like, Kane, what happened to your face, your eyes? And he's like getting uncomfortably close. And
Kane's just leaning back. I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, like if you back away, he's like trying to
Just
keep
keeps
up.
going.
What happened to you? And like he reaches up and like kind of touches one of the scales.
Oh my god. What the fuck is on my face?
3 reptile people. 3 reptile people.
I don't know what happened to me.
They look like scales. And your eyes, like he kind of like lifts your eyebrow to look at your eye. It's like, wonderful. You have the eyes of a dragonborn.
Oh my god. Is there
Amazing.
any
And,
water around or something
yeah.
reflective?
Yeah, he's like just like as you do that, he's just like kind of walking around you, inspecting you.
No, this is the waterless area.
Fucking
Do
fuck.
you say that out loud?
You got a dagger, right?
Yeah, do you have something reflective? I need to fucking see myself.
Certainly. And he like takes out his dagger and just like kind of gives it a buff and holds it to you.
And this strange, morphed, kind of smudged reflection looks back at you, and it's like seeing yourself for the first time. You don't understand what's going on. Your eyes have changed. You can feel the scales on your face now that you're seeing them. It's almost as if you've started to become like a dragon.
Oh my fucking god. It's just one ironic fucking thing after another around this fucking place. I'll take out the orb from my pack and I'll show it to Orrin. And I said, I spent some time with this and I went inside this
I don't think you need to go on. I need you to make a charisma save.
I guess I don't need to go on. That's an 8.
I'll let you know when I am comfortable with your friends. Though I do like this one's look.
This one's just scaly enough.
And I spent some time with this thing, and that's about it. And I'll put it back in my bag.
I see. I was going to ask if this happens to elves commonly, but certainly hasn't in my experience, but it's
Yeah.
incredible.
Not that I know of. I've never seen another elf with scales and dragon eyes.
And nor have I, and I've lived my entire life around elves.
That must be nice.
May I see the orb?
No.
I'd rather you didn't.
Alright. Yeah, that's fine. This is remarkable. I'm eager to know more, but a more pressing matter is your skin being adorned with black tattoos has earned you some animosity. I can't imagine what black scales over the course of an
Grant's
hour.
gonna kick your fucking
I know,
ass.
Grant's gonna be so mad. Yeah, you know, that's not something I've really thought about right off the rip, but now, saying that, I'm gonna get the dirtiest looks everywhere I go now.
As
I
you
give
see,
you
and
my
like,
clothes,
he like
but-
pats you on the shoulder.
Kick
you see
my ass.
Grant like coming back from like his patrol, getting ready to end the night, and he sees you guys and he starts walking towards you.
I'm just gonna close my eyes.
Late night. Well, you ready to turn? You must be exhausted.
Yeah, really tired. Real tired.
And he starts to kind of look at you.
Say it's poison ivy.
Did anything happen in your watch?
Nope.
Nothing. I mean, nothing of note.
No?
No. Pretty tired.
And he starts looking at you real close.
Just kind of peek one eye open.
Strange.
What?
I don't remember you having face tattoos.
Yeah, the new. I just did it myself today.
Roll deception.
I just did them in the last 20 minutes. That's why they're so raised.
That's a natural 20 for 25.
Nice.
Didn't see that coming.
Right.
I'm going to bed.
Have a good night. Rest well.
And he just kind of leaves.
Fucking hell.
But yes, you are going to get a lot of dirty looks.
Yeah.
I've found that it's basically like elves and other dragonborn, if you can find them, that don't look upon scales contemptuously. I imagine you want he will. We'll be all right with it. Now
And-
that I think of it.
As this conversation goes and Orrin goes into all of his theories about who will accept you and who doesn't, we're going to end that watch there. Okay. Ersid, Narissa, you're taking a watch. Ersid, are you joining her?
He
Yeah.
can. Yeah, he can if he wants. He can sleep.
And so it's up to you.
No, I'll watch.
All right.
So I get up and I walk over to her. I grab my. I'm kind of to myself right now. But I grab my bow and I walk over to can I find a tree or something?
There's a few trees around here.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna start shooting arrows at the tree, like a little target practice.
Go ahead and roll me just a couple of attack rolls.
18, 22, no, 23, and 14.
You're doing just fine. You shoot a couple of arrows in. Your last arrow actually sits right in between the first two you just shot. You have a great eye. Your aim is on point.
Right. That's just kind of what I'm doing. I have a lot of thoughts in my head, and I'm kind of just like not too focused. You know, I am on watch, but I am kind of just like in the zone practicing.
Okay, then. Okay, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh no, my camera fucked up. I'll fix the camera in a minute.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, do your thing.
All right, perception.
Yes.
That's 24.
Okay, awesome. I'll keep that in mind. Narissa, what are you doing?
I will walk around, I think, as she normally does, just kind of pacing in and out of like the tree line.
Okay, and as you're walking around, you sometimes cross the air, so just shooting arrows into the tree. When you pass and like he's out of sight, you can still hear the solid thunk of arrow piercing bark.
Shooting for something in particular.
Sorry, just fixing my camera. Okay. Well, I didn't know if you noticed, but my leg's not as good as it used to be. So I saw how you took care of Symbol. That was mighty impressive. And I just kept thinking, shite, if I'm gonna keep up. First of all, I need to find myself a pig. And second of all, if I'm not as mobile as I once was, because it pains me to say, I need to be even more precise with my bow. And I want to try and use steady aim and try and split the arrow that I just shot.
Okay, go ahead and roll with advantage. And you see him as he like takes it slow. He breathes out, and as he breathes, he pulls back the bowstring, and upon release,
21.
21, it slides right through the first arrow like butter and finds its base right in the tree. Very impressive shot.
Nice. I don't think you will have any trouble finding the strength that you seek. Your leg is gone, sure. But we just faced a dragon. Somehow, I defeated Simbo. And when I revealed myself, none of you ran from me.
Sure.
So I think
Why would...
stranger things could happen, you know?
Yeah, Rissi. Can I call you Rissi?
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
You're mighty impressive. Where is it exactly that you learned to take on such monstrosities such as Simbo?
Chult.
I'm sorry? Chult?
Chult. Where I'm from. Not much of a secret now, no?
No. Never heard of it. So you're not from Norfain?
No. I'm from an island full of others like me, and dragonborn, and deserts and dinosaurs.
Sorry, what? Would I know what a dinosaur is?
I don't want to roll nature.
That is 18.
Anything you've heard about dinosaurs has just been in like some of the tales, like the elders have told you, like, oh, they went and slayed this great reptilian beast and things like that. So you have an idea of like what a dinosaur might be, but you haven't seen one and you don't know of them anything outside of like fairy tales.
I'm sorry, dinosaurs? Are they real? I remember the wise folk of my village would tell stories from their travels.
As real as you and me.
Wow. I'd love to see one. I would love to see a dragon. My
You
brother
did.
would be. Oh, not a dragon. Sorry, a dinosaur. My brother would be. And he stops.
You don't have to say anything you don't want to. But they are impressive. And maybe.
Well, yeah.
Honestly, I think the dragon was more impressive than any dinosaur I've come across.
Ah. Still be cool though. So, I mean, why? Why are you here? I mean, that's a long trek from Cholt, I imagine, if you're not from Norfain. I didn't know whether it is exactly, but if it's not on Norfain, it must be a long ways away.
I just found myself here. I didn't travel here.
Are you saying you just woke up? Like literally? Like you just woke up here?
That is basically what happened.
You want to go back?
Let's put it this way. I can't. Not only because of what happened before I got here, but I don't know if you've realized, but I haven't tried to kill you or anybody else. That's not what we do. So things have changed.
Right. You didn't kill me, so I appreciate that. I can't say that I noticed that you didn't kill me, because I just assumed that is what people do. But I appreciate it. If that took a lot of work for you to do to not kill me, then I appreciate it.
I wouldn't call it work. Look, all you have to know is I'm not from here, and I would appreciate it if you didn't tell anyone else.
Alright. I didn't mean to pry.
I will tell the others when the time is right, if the time is right, but these random people, and especially the wise-scarred warriors, they cannot know.
Alright, I mean, I'm not fond of them myself either.
Well, if you think they dislike you, I don't even want to know what they would do to me.
Well, as a gesture of good faith, since you didn't kill me, if they have any problems with you, they've got a problem with me.
Thank you.
And with that, I think we will end our second watch. The flame of the Dreamer's Flame begins to alight, and dawn breaks. And Orrin, you are awoke by a strange sound, almost like a clicking, like a knocking, it seems like.
Oh.
And you rush around, and you can see your bag is kind of like shaking.
He sits there looking like I look for just a minute, and then he like he doesn't even stand up. Like he just like is just on his knees and like scoots closer to it, and like just is inspecting more closely. Just kind of.
Okay, and you open like the bag and such.
Yeah.
And as you open it up, you can kind of see like the original round like shell that is normal, this oblong shape, is starting to morph and like bump in different areas, and you can see where the bumps are forming. You can see it almost like a baby kicking in the mother's womb.
And this is like amidst like the shadow and everything?
Yes.
Okay. He's just watching.
And finally, the shell itself breaks, and you just hear a soft wisp as shadow begins to unfurl out of it, almost like a waterfall of black void, as it makes a small puddle across the floor.
He starts kind of like undoing the bag a bit more.
And your item rolls out and leaves a huge splotch of just inky black on the forest ground around you. And you start to look at it closer and closer, and it catches flame.
He probably flinches, but is just like still making sure he stays close. Like he's enthralled.
And the flames begin to rise, and you realize that these flames are beginning to take shape. They start this purpley black effervescent color, and as they reach the tips, it becomes more of a deep red, and more of the shadows start to pull up and up from this puddle that was made, until you see in front of you what looks to be a small red dragon.
Like he and I are speechless. Like we're just like he comes in, and like, is it doing anything?
It's just kind of like sniffing around and like trying to get a hold of its legs. You can see it raising its spindly arms and like shaking them, and it kind of tries to walk around, and it keeps falling on its face and like rolling, and it kind of coos a little bit.
He comes in and like kind of holds his hand out to it like he would to a dog to let it sniff you.
And it has like these big bulging eyes that are still closed, and it's just sniffing around, and it catches your scent, and it gets close and starts to rub its head on you, and like you feel an emotion that it's almost, it's not even yours. You can feel it coming from this small tiny creature, and it just feels comforted. It feels like, oh, I'm home almost.
He like he just kind of scoops it up,
and it starts to curl up in your arms, and finally its spindly little neck, it looks up and finally opens its eyes with the smacking of mucus drooping off of its face, and it looks at you with these really large just orange globes, and it sticks out its little forked tongue, and you hear a voice. You did well, young Orrin.
Is this the same voice that I heard when I would use my form of dread?
Yes.
Can I tell if it's coming from the dragon?
You can tell that it's not.
Okay, it's not.
Yes.
He not necessarily expecting to be able to actively converse with this voice, says, "The honor and pleasure was mine."
I told you to deliver. Come nearer. And she sits before you, my child, and your charge.
And it looks at you with just these huge eyes, and the emotion of elation and almost like a new eye in the world, like I need to see everything, comes around you, and that all simply stops, and you get one sort of it feels like they will also take care of you.
Right on. Right. He is. You've seen me how I will pick up a cat and just carry it. Just he's going to be doing that for the rest of the day. It's he's very much enjoying this.
And are you trying to hide it in your robes or anything?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is there anyone else around having seen this?
Is this dawn? Is this daytime? Did we wake up?
This is dawn. This is happening. With the way you guys took your watches, I'd assume Kane and Orrin were a little bit further away from Airsid. You guys were in two separate groups. Mm-hmm. You and Narissa Airsid were with Orrin, and Kane and Orrin were with the Vice Guard Knights.
Yeah.
Okay, so
awesome.
I was with Kane.
Yeah, so you look around, you guys have your own tent and stuff, but you know that the Vice Guard Knights are the closest people around you.
Okay. Being aware of that, he says, just with his psionic mind, to the dragon, I'm so happy to meet you at last. Though I regret we should probably not attract too much attention to ourselves.
And it looks at you and it looks around, and you just get the sense of a confusion. What do we do? What are you talking about?
I'll explain everything, but for now I won't call them enemies, but there are some we should probably keep our distance from, or at least stay out of sight.
And it's almost like you feel an exclamation point go off in this creature's head, and it jumps out of your arms and it nuzzles itself back into your bag.
Good call. And he just kind of...
And it pokes its head out, and it looks like it's expecting you to pet it.
Yes, he does. Gives it scriptures.
And you're just filled with the most... If you felt content before, you have no idea what that means compared to this emotion.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Everyone else starts to wake up. You can hear the chink of armor of the Vice Guardian Knights donning all their breastplate and such. You guys see all the Orrin villagers kind of getting up. Marco comes to you guys. Are you guys all collecting? Is there anything you guys want to do before you guys mass?
Before we what?
Mass, get together?
Oh.
I can't go one more day without some fucking morning coffee and a nice tobacco. I cannot wait to be in Burnwell.
And you hear Marco, he yawns. Well, I certainly have to agree with you. It would be nice not to sleep on a bedroll. Where we're going to go, though, I'm not entirely sure. And Joshua gets up and he's like, we'll find a place. We'll call it home, too. Well, go ahead.
Marco, do you have any points of contact in Burnwell? Anyone you know that might be able to help out your situation?
Let's see. Well, you've met them. The same people who sent you as an escort. And the same people who've been supporting me throughout all this, our trying times as a village. So, I think we should start with them. Or at least that's where I will go.
Alright.
And they start packing up, and you see everyone getting their stuff together.
I'll nudge Kane, and I gesture to my cheeks. As I recall, you didn't look like that last night.
Yeah, I didn't. And I don't know how to fucking get rid of it.
I reach into my backpack and I pull out this I'm assuming it's a little bag, and it's filled with makeup and stuff. Do you need this?
I suppose. I mean, I have one similar.
We both have the same.
with the fake beard and stuff.
Yeah, it's the same.
That's a good idea. I suppose I will try and cover up the scales on my face.
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay. pretty good. 23.
23. Oh yeah, it's as if you didn't have these scales in the first place. You look just like Kane has always looked, aside from the eyes.
Aside from my eyes.
I mean,
Great.
it doesn't change the eyes, but it looks. I can't tell.
Good. Yeah, you know, it's just a birth defect. I'll just have these eyes.
I mean, not like it matters to me, but.
Can I go up to Kane? Can I notice his makeup?
Yeah. Are you looking for makeup? I would say that goes against your passive perception, and he definitely beats that.
Okay. But I do notice his eyes.
Yes.
Kane, do you have contacts in?
What is that? No. I don't. I just some stuff happened last night. And
When,
between you and Orrin. Oh, I get it. All right, that's fine.
when you look into the dragon looks into you.
yeah, it seems to be something of the sort. I don't really know exactly what has happened to me. That's all
Can I
I'll
roll
say.
insight?
What exactly are you trying to insight?
He's telling me the whole story.
Sure.
I find it hard to believe that his eyes would just change.
I mean, he did say he didn't know what happened. I mean, I'm happy to let you roll insight. Feel free to roll deception. Orrin, are you there? Are you getting? Are you still getting up?
Yeah, he's gotten all his stuff, and he hasn't been paying much attention. Like, he has his satchel just like over his shoulder, like the one that like I carry my stuff in, and he's just like kind of just looking around at nothing in particular, just like holding it, just like looking cautious.
Okay, for sure. And you show up to the whole party, and you see like Ersid kind of like eyeing down Kane. What did you roll, Kane?
24.
What did you roll, Ersid?
You're good.
What did you say?
You say you're good. He didn't incite you.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, some stuff happened
Well-
last night, and now I look different.
And
I can't imagine that the Vice Guard are gonna like your look.
They never have, so.
yeah, you're right about that. And like, Grant shows up and he shoulder checks you, and like Rella's behind him.
Damn, what a fuck.
And the rest of the knights are like going, and they're just kind of trying to keep an eye on the villagers, helping them get their stuff together as you guys walk away. And Grant like looks at you. Huh.
I'll give him a wink.
So, is this more of your arcanism here?
Yeah.
Roll deception.
Not 100% untrue, but
Fuck. That's a 6.
Really lying very well this
I rolled 2 19s and then a 1.
And what happened to those tattoos you put on your face?
You know, I didn't really like them, so I just decided to cover them up with some makeup. I didn't really like the way they looked. My face is really pretty, so, you know, I don't want to distract anything from it.
And he just kind of raises an eyebrow. Do you want me to support you?
Of course, Grant.
Do you all mind if I have a minute here with Kane?
No, but we should get going, so you should.
We'll catch
Hurry
up.
Oh,
I'll like look at you and be like,
Is that all right?
it's fine. Me and Grant are buddies.
then
All
I'll,
right,
I'll
Grant.
shoulder check Grant. Is like, fine.
yeah, as you say that, you hear just in your mind, "Are you and Grant buddies?"
I don't know.
And you guys start to walk off with the rest
I
of the
also
village.
shoulder check.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are like walking out of your way to shoulder checks this guy. And he looks around. So is this a problem?
What
no,
problem?
it's fine. You and me can talk. We'll catch up with the rest.
You're the only one that I'm willing to help. These three here. Well, we'll see how that goes after our conversation. And he stays back with you, and he tells the other knights to go on. And it's just you, him, and Rella.
On Orrin shoulder checks no one, but he his tail may or may not swish past Rella's leg, just ankle, as he walks by.
Yeah, fuck her up.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, no.
Like what kind of?
He remembered that it made her uncomfortable, and he found that a little bit funny.
And
I'm just trying to prank her.
Yeah,
you hear like a small little like, "Eek." Like, it's like she kind of steps away,
It's a prank, bro. It's a prank.
and she kind of like walks up and like looks at you from under her bangs, and like is holding her hands together. So, Rella, I'm going to have you do the usual. And she starts to whisper it's kind of like a very harsh language under her breath. It's really guttural and like speaks from the throat almost.
Oh.
And she's like, sorry. So, yeah, we'll know if you're lying.
Oh my god.
It's nothing. I have to help with Grant. And this is usually how we deal with people like you.
Wow.
She's
People like-
racist, just like in
people
a
like
ooh
me.
way.
The type of
Put that on a
magic
t-shirt and sell it.
that you carry it's the same magic that caused the Sundering. It's the same magic that caused the Age of Nightmares.
Rella, I'm hurt. And you know that I'm telling the truth.
Ooh, racism is still racism.
This is a little different than racism, I'm gonna say. But still bad. Let me see. Let me look at this spell. Go ahead and make a charisma save.
Yeah. Does this count as charmed?
It doesn't say anything about it being a charm.
Okay. Shit. 7.
All your saves, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. You know that the spell has taken effect, and moving forward, you're unable to tell any lies.
Okay.
So, I'll take it from here. So, what happened to your tattoos?
I covered them.
Interesting.
I mean, I still have these ones.
Okay. And your eyes. That's hard to hide.
Yeah.
Are you really an half-elf?
I am a half elf.
Strange.
Human and half high elf.
Gold or silver?
Silver?
You don't know.
Didn't know my father.
Interesting. And he kind of looks down for a little bit. So, when we get to Burnwell, what exactly are you going to be doing?
I'm going to check in with the Broken Blades, collect my reward, and see where the road takes me.
Interesting. And if that road takes you back to Weisgard, do you plan on interfering with the church's movements across North Fane?
I can't say that I do. Unless that means taking vengeance.
And what happened to make you hate the Nightbringer so much?
They killed my mom.
All right, Rello. We should catch up with the rest of them. And he just begins to walk.
Kane wipes tears from his eyes.
And
Rough.
Rello, like, softly, like, pats you as she walks by. I'm very sorry to hear that. You guys start to catch up with the rest of the party.
Fucking hell.
And as the day goes on, the night passes out in the Badlands. Again, you are all safe and under the watchful eye of many veteran individuals. And you find yourselves in a very familiar position, where you see, standing behind towering walls made of iron, topped with red brick, the capital of Burnwell Kingdom stands before you. A raised portcullis and open gates allowing for other caravans, carriages, and pedestrians to be surveyed by the Burnwell Guard, known as the Hammers. Atop the guard towers that border the gate wave giant crimson flags carrying the Iron Crest, an anvil being crushed by a hammer wreathed in flame. Past the iron barricades, you can make out in the distance the peaks of wrought brick castle with roofs like blood-drenched claws ripping into the sky above. And the smell of smoke and seawater wafts by, welcoming you all into the slums of the kingdom known as the Smelting. And that's where we're going to call it for today, guys. Thank you for staying so much. Thank you for taking, following us to the end of this storyline. We are going to be off next week to give our players, you guys, and everyone involved a break. We're going to come back with more action, more interesting storylines. We're going to figure out what's going on with Kane, Orrin, see what's going on. Again, we are going to go ahead and raid Spaceman Splash. So we hope to see you all there. See you next time. You want to stop the stream? Let's do it.